Your social media presence is doomed. Why, you might ask? Well, let me waste your time for 10 minutes so I can push this video to the recommended time limit, and then I will be reviewing the answer in the last few seconds.
Very funny.
Jokes aside, the reason that your social media presence is doomed is all because emotional attachment. Let me explain. In a nutshell, your commitment to having a solid presence only on one platform is what is going to be causing your social media presence to go down in flames. Here is an example. A lot of the videos I create on my YouTube channel are focusing on growing on Instagram, and there's nothing wrong with that, at least in the first stages of your journey. Having said that, that can quickly turn on you and become quite deadly for your social media presence. You see, focusing on one platform is a double-edged sword. On one side, it enables you to concentrate your efforts and thus make growth easier, but on another, it can also limit your potential, and if you don't do anything about it soon, you might end up with a dead social media presence. And there are two main threats for your social media presence if you don't break that emotional attachment to one specific platform. Danger number one is the so-called opportunity cost. And that means that by focusing, let's say, on Instagram and you're growing and you're gaining followers, that's fine, but that's not a win for you. Because there is an opportunity cost, which basically means that by focusing on Instagram and growing on Instagram, you might have missed the opportunity to focus on YouTube and grow on YouTube. So that's opportunity cost. And then reason number two is the so-called platform death. It isn't as dramatic as it sounds, but platforms go up and down all the time. I don't believe that Instagram is going to come crashing down anytime soon, but you need to be mindful that the usage of social media platforms is constantly changing. And if you fail to recognize that, it can quickly turn against you. So make sure you're utilizing the only hedge against that, which is diversification. Just like in business investments, making sure you diversify is key for growing your social media presence. For example, if you have a solid Instagram presence at the moment, consider utilizing your stories to push a lead magnet and thus generate a huge email list. Alternatively, you can also repurpose your Instagram stories as well as Reels to YouTube Shorts, TikTok, or even Pinterest story ideas. And in the case of a platform dead, you'd be grateful that you took this advice. So when should you start diversifying your social media presence? Well, there are three factors that you can utilize in order to learn which is the best time to start jumping ship. Factor number one is having a presence which can act as a social proof on one platform specifically. For Instagram, that might mean having 10,000 followers. For platforms such as TikTok, that might mean having 50 to 100,000 followers. It depends on the platform. But having a foundation of followers which can act as your core community is incredibly important. Factor number two is having consistent growth to that main social media platform. It isn't a good idea to start diversifying your social media presence at the time of which your growth is stagnating on the main social media platform. That will cause a lot more stress for you in the transition, and I definitely don't recommend it. And the last factor is mastering your processes. You have to make sure that you don't have any difficulties maintaining your content strategy, your engagement strategy, and your community strategy on one platform before you decide to try your luck on other platforms as well. So I heavily recommend you, if you have 10,000 followers, if you have consistent growth, and if you have mastered your processes, to start looking for opportunities to expand your social media presence beyond what you have right now. That will save your presence from going downhill. I try to make this video as straight to the point and practical as possible, so if you enjoy these kinds of social media related content, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. And remember, stay brave.